EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
They send Parker in motion left. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Here we go, set. Go, 10. Back.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Taken down at the 42. You look at the defense for these Texans. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Option right, Young. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage. But not much more than that.
Well, this defense for the Texans very strong in that victory a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
Well, how about this? They'll change it at the line.
4th down, Young. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, afternoon. The defense forces a turnover on downs. They go play action with Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 10.
12.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he'll work this one up to about the 48. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Play action. It's Burrow. Going deep here for Watkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we
So
go.
still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he'll have it by 20 as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
It wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that ball.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often. I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid. You're trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
11.
Now Burrow changing the look.
11 mighty.
Robinson. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost.
11. 12.
3rd and goal. Burrow. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down. And his kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Young off the play fake. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Young. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They're giving some different looks defense throws at him.
Young on third down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Through the middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Justin Jefferson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
11, Thomas. Stop.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Well, a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Burrow. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Texans had 8-3 now. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And a pretty little jerk move there on a nice game. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
12. 11, mighty. 11, mighty. 12, 11. Stop.
To the air again, Burrow. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 2. Now a draw play. This is Connor. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block.
Ready.
3rd and 5. It's Young off play action. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. First down, Young. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Texans' 46-yard line.
Looking to throw, Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now here's Young. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. One more time with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
11 MT, 11 Thomas, 11.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And the Broncos are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. Pushes him over. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 2nd down, Young. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
38. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready?
Throwing. Young. And that one too wide and incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Down.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Texans 3.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
At the 43-yard line.
And they go play action now. Burrow under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. God!
They're going to try and throw. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. And this is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Robinson will try to pick it up. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Touchdown! Evan Ingram from 4 yards out. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2.
11, 11. 11, MT, take.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Broncos 14, Texans 9.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Young will set to throw. That's down the field for Jefferson. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Young to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That's taken on the 25. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
At the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
12. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
Quez Watkins, 29 yards. And the Texans have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this 3rd quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast, because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. And Young's throw there incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Ready. Blue check. Set.
A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Young here, you can see changing the play.
Now Young on 1st and 10.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First down, Denver.
Ultra. Ready?
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
That throw by Young incomplete.
So I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Up and good for Santoso. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Out to the right here to Shepard. Pushing his way inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
11
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
12. 11 MT.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And
And the Texans have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This is 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Young. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Broncos.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Ready. Red, yellow. Cut.
Young. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. Shifts by him. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Robinson with another carry. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st, as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid.
And our ball going to be intercepted yet again. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, And can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition working the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Let's go now. Green jack. Set.
One last shot for Young. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. There he goes, right side. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out.